Aloha Aquarius, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly reading for the month of November. Yes, I do have blue hair. I was Joy for Halloween, and I like the blue hair. It's really fun. It shook up my chi, and it just brings like bright, positive, awesome energy. I love it. It's super fun. The only sadness I have is that I didn't do it sooner because I've been thinking about it for a while, but I just most recently found essentially a conditioner rinse type of thing, literally $10 on Amazon, and turned out great. Did it myself. So awesome. All right, so today's reading is November messages for you, and we are going to start with your theme for the month. This is the overriding energy for the entire month, so it's kind of the umbrella of what's happening for you. We'll get to the nitty-gritty by drawing some additional cards from my regular deck here. This is my regular deck that I always use. And then we're going to be focusing on your life purpose. So life purpose, a lot of times people correlate with your career, which it can, right? Sometimes people do their life purpose as part of their career, like I do, right? But it can sometimes show up in other ways in your life, or you may be doing your life purpose sort of like on the side, if you will, or be doing it with your family, or away from your physical work, or perhaps you're retired, right? You're not working anymore. You still have a purpose. So this deck is going to bring some information about that for you. Then we have an angel that wants to work with you. So we have the Archangel Oracle deck, and I did draw an angel for you. This particular angel wants to work with you throughout the month of November. So we'll get to that at the very end of the reading. I also have an opportunity for you to party with the angels. So if you want to hear how you can party with the angels, stay tuned to the very end of this video when I will share with you how you can make that happen. Super exciting. All right, let's rock and roll, shall we? Your theme for this month is the release card. This is the number 13. Lots of times people think this is a negative card. I don't. It's very much about the cycle of life, right? So this is the end of a phase or a situation. It could be the end of a job. Maybe you're going to a new job. Could be the end of a relationship. Could be the end of a loved one's life even, right? And I say life loosely because we don't die. Like, it's just a transition. And other endings that are possible could be for you, moving from one place to another. It could be, a friendship that just you've outgrown. There's lots of different things that this can relate to. It's very much, though, about spiritual transformation. It's very much about this is a spiritual journey that you're on, right? You are a spirit in a physical body. So this is part of your spiritual journey. And it is time to move on. So some of you have been like hanging on, grasping to something that is just not working for you anymore. So the energy of this card is to release it, let it go, and move on, okay? So I'm always curious. I'd love to hear how this relates to you. If you're willing to be vulnerable and sharing in the comments below, I'd love to hear, what's going on for you, what you're feeling the need to release. Could even just be physical stuff too, right? Like, the end of carrying the heaviness of all the material objects in your life, is a possibility as well. So let's see what else is coming up for you guys. Oh, I love that one. So I'm loving, I know many of you are in the Western Hemisphere. It's starting to become more winter. I love winter on Maui because it's about 10 degrees cooler where I live here in Kihei, and it just gets to be super lovely. The night times are just like, you can still walk outside without a coat and shorts on, but it's cooler. It's just breezier. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'll send some of those positive, warm, sunshiny vibes to you guys that are now starting to experience some of that colder weather. All right, so we've got another change card. So the release card is a change card, and then this 14 card is as well. So there are some shifts and changes that are happening for you this month. And then we've got an air card and an earth card. So air, about the head, the intellect, what's going on upstairs. Earth is more grounded energy, so they're kind of opposites, right? So you might feel some of that teeter-totter type energy this month because you've got your head stuff and you're trying to be grounded at the same time. So the two of air is very much about being in your head too much, being unable or unwilling to see that there's a problem, to do anything about it. Oftentimes this is like just not wanting to make a decision, even though a decision needs to be made. And so the energy around this for you is to go ahead and move forward, right? And again, that's that release is the end. When something ends, there's going to be a beginning, but you've got to take that first step forward. You've got to shift and move, okay? So don't pretend there's not a problem, because there is, and you need to do something about it. You need to let it go. So it's also this sort of locked horns kind of energy. So you can see in the picture, right, these horses, the unicorns rather, have sort of their horns locked. And that's very much about sort of a stalemate. And you got to do something to shift the energy, okay? And then balance is also coming in, Archangel Zadkiel. And this is about a need for balance. So sometimes this means compromise. Sometimes this means you need to balance your work and your home life. Maybe you need to balance work and play. Maybe you need to balance time with your loved ones versus time with your friends versus time with your kids versus time for yourself, right? There's so many different things that we are just being called to balance at this time. So, and it's also about allowing yourself to feel the flow of energy and take action when the timing is right, okay? So there's that sort of, it's really kind of this is a balance within itself, right? About, needing to take some action, but also waiting for the perfect time. So there's that, sort of dichotomy there too. And then we have the Six of Earth coming in. The Earth card is about how you make your money, and this particular card does relate to career opportunities, right? So there's a chance for career advancement, for career opportunities that are coming in. You might be getting some gifts, maybe a bonus at work, maybe extra time off. Maybe someone else is just going to give you, some of their time, maybe going to gift you some money, something like that. It's very much this energy about receivership. So too, this can also be about receiving a loan or paying off debts. Can also be part of what this is about for you this month. Okay, let's see what else is coming up for you. And this is definitely related to your life purpose. So this will give you a little bit more guidance about what you came here for, what you're supposed to be doing here. Wow. This card's actually, all three of these cards have come up already, which sometimes tends to happen because the energy around the month can be similar for many signs. So if you weren't sure with the release card that it's time to move on, you're now getting the let go card. So they're really, really hammering you about letting go, right? Quit holding on to what is not working. It's really just, you've gotta walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So that is really, really helpful. And bury your head in a book, study. This is going to help you with your life purpose as well. Oftentimes it's about, maybe we're reading something and that sparks an interest in us and we're like, oh, that sounds really amazing. I'd really love to do that, or that sounds really awesome. So studying, reading, researching are all things that can help you hone in on your life purpose. And it does have to do with animals. So we do have the animal card coming in. Your life purpose does in some way, shape, or form connect with animals. So you might just have your own pets. You may work with animals in your physical work, job, career that you do, or you just may have a strong connection with them. Maybe you maybe you volunteer at the zoo. Maybe you are an animal communicator, but you don't necessarily do it professionally, right? There's lots of different ways that this can come in for you. I'd love to hear how animals are swirling in your life, and if you're actually doing something with animals, make a comment below, because I'm always super curious about that. Okay, you ready for your angel? This is an angel that wants to work with you. Oh my gosh, so perfect. Archangel Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel, clear your space. So, whenever we're in the midst of a move or transition is always a great time to clear our space. What does clearing your space mean? It means getting rid of clutter, getting rid of things that no longer serve you, letting go of the physical stuff. It also means energetically clearing your space. So if you are don't know how to clear your space yourself, I have instructions. You can email me, send me I guess I don't know if you can do a private message on YouTube, probably not, but you can do it on send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. I'm under Finding Your Fiji, and just let me know that you would like the space clearing instructions, and I'll send them to you. I'm happy to share. I don't have it posted on my website anywhere, and I probably won't, because I'd like to share the information as I feel called or as people specifically request it. So that's the second thing. So first thing is clearing clutter. Second thing is energetically clearing your space. Third thing is using feng shui. Yay! Jophiel is our feng shui angel. And this is about using feng shui to help balance the energy in your space. So if you need help with that, I have a whole playlist of videos about feng shui. It's my Feng Shui Friday playlist. There's a link to it below. I also am available for home and office consultations, and I can energetically clear your home from Maui as well. So if you're interested in that, hit me up. Check that out. All right. So stay tuned to find out how you can party with the angels. Doesn't that sound fun? I would love to do a party with you and the angels. So stay tuned for the next video. That's going to give you a little more info on that. So much love and aloha. How would you like to party with the angels? I'm super excited to be facilitating a new group session, and I'm just testing this out. I've done this in person where I've done a group gallery style reading, and the super cool thing about that is that even if you have just one question that gets answered of your own, you get information and guidance from all the other people's questions that are in the group. So it's a really, really cool process, and at the same time, the angels are working on your energy field. So they are helping to clear out old things that maybe don't serve you any longer. They're helping to balance your chakras, and they're essentially helping raise your vibration. So they're doing an energetic tune-up, if you will, on you during this group session. And the cool thing is that you do get to have one of your questions answered directly by me and the angels. as part of the group session. And then I'll also be really doing a powerful meditation at the beginning of the session. And then oftentimes I will get channeled messages that will come in for the entire group as well. So if you are interested in partying with the angels, check out the link below. And it's a really reasonable price point. It's only $33 and it's a 2-hour session. So 2-hour session with me normally it would be, I can't remember what they are now, like $288 or something like that. So to get that for $33, 2 hours with me is amazing. And it's all virtual. So we'll meet on Zoom and you can connect and party with the angels from the comfort of your own home. So check out the link below and go ahead and grab a seat because there's only going to be 20 for each session. So I'm very much limiting to a small group, and that is the guidance that's come in, is that it needs to be a small group setting. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and grab a seat. I've got one session set up already. I'm going to try, hopefully by the time this video comes out, to set up another session as well, and we'll open it up from there. And if you're interested in hosting with your friends, I'm also available to do that. So you can host an online party, a virtual party with the angels with your friends, and you actually get the session for free, and then your friends would pay the $33 to participate in the group session. So it's kind of a fun thing to do with your friends as well, or particularly the people that you know, because it's interesting to kind of hear what the answers are that other people are getting as well. So much love and light